So what's the one thing that can really take a career from good to absolutely great? Well, a lot of the time, the secret ingredient is mentorship. But that word gets thrown around a lot, doesn't it? So today, we're going to break down what this powerful idea really means and give you a practical guide for unlocking your own potential.
And you should know, this is not just some new corporate buzzword. The whole concept of having a mentor, it's ancient. It goes back thousands of years. And that tells you something really important. This is a fundamental part of how people learn and grow. It's truly timeless.
And get this, the word mentor itself, it actually comes from Homer's epic poem, The Odyssey. The original mentor was a trusted guardian, a guide. So that core idea of a wise, supportive person helping someone younger find their way, that's still the absolute heart of mentorship today. All right, here's our game plan. First, we'll nail down what a mentor really is. Then we're going to clear up the confusion between a mentor, a coach, and a role model. We'll look at the benefits for everyone involved because it's not a one-way street. We'll explore some really cool modern mentoring formats, and then we'll wrap up with a playbook you can actually use. Okay, first things first. What exactly is a mentor? Let's take that idea from ancient Greece and see what it means for you right here, right now, in your career. So here's the classic definition, but I want you to focus on a couple of keywords here. It's about guidance. A mentor isn't your boss. They don't give you orders. They're there to help you figure out your own path, to help you grow into the person you want to become. And what's really interesting is that this is not a top-down thing. It's a bi-directional relationship, which is just a fancy way of saying it's a two-way street. The mentor gets a lot out of it too. But the whole thing, it has to be built on a foundation of trust. And, a really important point for today is that the mentee, that's you, you're in the driver's seat. You're the one setting the goals.
Okay, now this is where things can get a little fuzzy. We hear these words all the time, right? Mentor, coach, role model. We kind of use them interchangeably, but they are not the same thing, and knowing the difference is absolutely key to getting the help you actually need.
So just think about it for a second. In your own mind, are they all the same thing? Let's break it down and get really clear. This chart makes it super simple. A mentor is your long-term guide for the big picture, for your whole career journey. A coach, on the other hand, is focused on a specific skill, like helping you get better at presentations. A role model is someone you look up to, someone who inspires you. You might have never even met them. Your supervisor is focused on getting tasks done correctly. And a sponsor, they're your champion. They actively use their reputation and network to open doors for you. So here's the bottom line. Your mentor can definitely be a role model, and they might even act like a coach sometimes, but it doesn't work the other way around. Not every coach is a mentor. What really makes a mentor special is that deep, personal, long-term relationship. So why is this such a big deal? Well, because when mentorship works, the benefits are huge, and not just for the person getting mentored. Like we said, it is absolutely a two-way street. Now, for the mentee, the benefits are pretty clear, right? You get guidance, a bigger network, and someone in your corner. But here's the part people often miss, the amazing benefits for the mentor. They get a real sense of purpose, they sharpen their own leadership skills, and believe it or not, it can even boost their own performance at work. It's a total win-win. And when you zoom out, you see the even bigger picture. A strong culture of mentorship doesn't just create a few successful people. It has this incredible ripple effect. It makes entire teams stronger, organizations more innovative, and it lifts up whole professions by passing down wisdom and building community. But hey, the world is always changing, and mentorship has changed right along with it. It's not just about that classic one-on-one setup anymore. Let's check out some of the newer formats. Yeah, that old school idea of finding one single all-knowing guru to guide your whole career, that's kind of fading away. Today's reality is way more flexible, more dynamic, and honestly, a lot more effective. So you've still got the classic one-on-one or dyadic model, but now there's group mentoring and peer mentoring, which is amazing for learning from people who are in the trenches with you. But maybe the most powerful idea today is the mentoring network. Think of it like building your own personal board of directors. You might have one person you go to for technical advice, another for leadership skills, and a peer just to vent to about a tough day. Okay, so we know the what and the why. Now let's get down to the how. This is your practical playbook for making any kind of mentoring relationship a massive success. It helps to think of a mentoring relationship like a journey with 4 main stages. It kicks off with initiation, where you're just building that trust and connection. Then you move into cultivation. This is the main part where all the learning and growth happens. Separation is next, and this is a good thing. It's when the mentee feels confident enough to stand on their own 2 feet. And finally, there's redefinition, where the formal mentorship might end, but it evolves into something new, like a lasting friendship. It's a pretty natural process, right? But there is one secret ingredient, one core idea that can make this journey not just helpful, but truly life-changing. So what is it? This right here, this is the secret sauce. It is all about the balance between support and challenge. A great mentor isn't just a cheerleader who tells you you're doing great all the time. They care enough to push you, to challenge you, but they do it while giving you a strong safety net of support, so you feel brave enough to take those big leaps. Just look at this matrix. If you have tons of support but no challenge, well, that feels nice, but you don't actually grow. If you have high challenge but no support, that just leads to stress and anxiety. And low on both, you're just stuck. The magic, the real growth, happens in that top right corner, high support and high challenge. That's the zone of empowerment. I want you to really let that sink in. The best mentors are the ones who see your potential so clearly that they refuse to let you settle. They give you the support to feel safe and the challenge to actually grow. All right, let's wrap up with the key takeaways. First, mentorship is a unique relationship all about long-term growth. Second, it's not the same as coaching or being a role model. Third, everybody wins: the mentee, the mentor, and the whole company. Fourth, today's mentoring is about building a flexible network. And finally, the most important thing, the secret sauce is that perfect balance of high support and high challenge. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Who is in your personal mentoring network right now? Who's giving you that support and that challenge? And maybe just as important, whose network can you be a part of? How can you be a better mentor to someone else? Because the best way to really understand the power of mentorship is to be on both sides of that amazing relationship,